Hey everybody, Glenn Hausman here for Here to Stay TV, and we're at the Service Department Summit Recharge in Berlin, learning a lot about great new concepts, and I have with me one of my favorite people to interview, Mr. Jonathan Humphreys of Hokoso. How are you doing today?
Yeah, very well, Glenn. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you
So
very much.
we are seeing such a shift in the fundamental way that people are living and working, right?
Absolutely. I mean, what we're seeing is essentially a blending of everything coming together. Live, work, and play
Right.
all at the same time. How do we essentially create the life that we want to live whilst we're working? We're not going to wait until the end, right? And so along with that comes the concepts that we need to create for the industry to fit that need.
Yeah, and he's got an exciting new concept, but before we get into that, I like what you said about living now as opposed to living later, because our parents' generation and generations before that, they lived to retire, and then maybe they'll go and have some of those experiences, but my body's already breaking down. I don't want to wait till I retire, right?
Yeah, you know, and that's part of it, is that essentially we're under extreme pressure, extreme stress today. Every opportunity that we can take to recharge, to reconnect, to feel some kind of sense within ourselves, within the community, we have to do it. We can't postpone it because it's going to have an impact on our health and, you know, our wellness, which is going to be the next movement of beyond and above experiences, right?
I see biophilic design is really coming into play. I see all of these issues, but I want to talk about your new brand, Micro Apartments, Hotel Cooks.
Stay Cooks.
Stay Cooks. Four O's. I'm not just having trouble speaking. All right, I am having trouble speaking. Still four O's.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about this concept and why you feel that it really connects with where we're going as a society today.
Yeah, so, you know, Stay Kook is a concept we created for our client SV Group, which is a Swiss-based client, and they plan to roll out across Europe. And it's all consumer driven. So it's based on the need in order to have a sense of community and stay connected. So it's all based around that. So hence Kook and creating a cocoon and safety and allowing that thing to happen. And then we obviously focused on trying to maximize that in terms of the returns as well for the owners. So we looked at micro living as a concept and created these micro apartments within that. But the Kook is actually two Ks, one at the front and one at the end. And they're essentially feel like curtains on the stage, and the logo has people's faces in, because essentially that's what people are. They're on stage. And we have a stage within the public space.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so that you can have a local musician come in, or a local performer, or a local book reader, or even the guests themselves. They can say, you know what, I'm pretty talented at singing, and I'm going to sing tonight, you know, or I'm going to play a saxophone. So that's the idea, you know, it's really for that community to kind of take place.
So it's co-living, it's co-working, it's really inventing the way that we pretty much do everything, it seems like, in society.
Yeah. That's essentially it. And, you know, how do we connect people together? We have to go to things that are personal to them, what actually their values are, and allow them to socialize and meet each other.
Okay, so then I'm sorry to interrupt, but this gets me to thinking about psychographic elements that you're thinking about, because you want to create an environment that has like-minded people. Because if you've got some people that are into this, some people into this, then creating that community is going to be a little bit tougher.
Absolutely.
So what type of psychographic are you looking for with Stay Kook?
So, you know, this product is not meant for everybody.
Nor should it be.
And it shouldn't be. If you look at all product development, it's targeting a market, it's targeting a consumer, and it says, this is great for you. We've done our research, we know what you want, and we're putting this on the market for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, other people like it, other people won't like it. They'll go, hey, you know what, it's too, you know, familial, there's too much interaction, you know, I just want to be by myself. It's not the kind of people that we're attracting into that space, right? So we're attracting the people that actually, they miss their sense of community. They're traveling a lot. They feel disconnected, and this space allows them to feel really connected. You've mentioned before on your podcast and on stage, you know, socializing alone. And then you kind of have this example where people are connected through technology, and then suddenly the laptop shuts down, the phone's off, but then they're alone. And so what we wanted is that space that allows that facilitation to happen so that they can connect together again.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's really the lesson takeaway from this. That is where we are heading, creating an environment, a backdrop that creates the organic coming together with people.
Exactly.
Right. That's why I'm excited. I can't wait to see Stay Kook. So for Jonathan Humphreys of Hokoso and myself, Glenn Hausman, thanks for watching Here to Stay TV.